Alright, we're out here today to do a bit of a sight-in on a rifle. It's springtime here in northern Ontario, and that means black bear season has begun. And so I brought out today one of my favorite rifles, Mosin Nagant, made into a scout rifle. So had some issues with this last fall. I actually ended up missing a deer because I ride it a lot on my dirt bike, and the scope got bumped out. I had one of those cheap Chinese scopes, so I've done a bit of an upgrade this year, and I'm out to do a quick sight-in. I'm hoping you guys will come along and see how I do it. So one of the first things I like to do, just make sure when you've mounted your scope, you mounted your rings nice and tight. I mean, like on your scope mounts, I really torque those down. I torque them down quite tight. On your rings, on the actual scope, you just want to go snug. Maybe put a little bit of the red Loctite on there, just so you're not getting any movement. Make sure you balanced it so it's pretty well done. Now this rifle here, obviously bolt action. I'm gonna do a quick kind of a cheat here. Is I'm basically gonna take the bolt out of it, and I'm gonna basically look up the barrel and then look in the scope at my target, and I'm gonna roughly fine-tune getting this in, and that's gonna kind of hopefully at least get me on the paper here at 20 yards. We'll take a couple shots and we'll kind of see where we're at with that. All right, let's take a couple shots. A little bit high. Bring them down a little bit. You'd be able to hear the clicks. Okay, that's about 10 clicks down. So we're only at 20 yards here. We'll keep punching until we're right on target here. And then once we're on target at 20, we'll move back to 50. And ultimately we'll end up at 100. Let's go. Ooh, that is looking pretty good. I think we're good to move it out to 50. All right, still high left, So let's see what we can do. So let's bring them down, listen to our clicks. And let's bring them right. All right. Punch around down range and see what we got. All right. Might need a pat on my arm here soon. This steel butt stock leaves a little to be desired. That is looking much better. So I think we're getting close. Let's put another one and see if we're consistent in our groups here. And we'll go from there. If I'm not mistaken, I think those are right on top of each other. So let's go have a look. Okay, so I was wrong. They weren't on top of each other. They were pretty close. They were within cartoony or so. I don't know. Hopefully the footage will work out for the camera downrange. But this thing is kicking like a mule. It is just killing my shoulder right now. I mean, I love these old rifles, and I tried. You can buy a rubber buttstock for these things, and I tried it, and it was terrible. It was uncomfortable. I mean, you get one of those Savages with the gel on it. Oh my goodness, they're beautiful. You can shoot them all day long. This thing with the steel back on it, it is just murder on your arm. That being said, I'm gonna take a rest here for a couple minutes, and we're gonna move out to 100 yards if I can find the line I marked, and just get you a scale. I mean, depending on guys who are out there maybe watching this aren't hunters, a lot of guys predict 100 yards. I'll try to show it to you here. Okay, so trying to figure out 100 yards, get my finger in. That right there is our target, I believe we're shooting at. I mean, it is a pinprick on the horizon, and that's where we're trying to shoot. So, and obviously we're not zoomed in, but we'll get to shooting here and see how I can do. Now, just before we do shoot, I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of guys go on here and you see them shooting on YouTube for, hours, or shooting hundreds of rounds. I'm not that guy. I don't know if you are. I'm definitely not. I'm not gonna lie to you here. I took my shemagh that I was just laying on just to keep from getting dirty. I'm gonna actually tuck it in my coat here as a bit of a shoulder rest. I mean, I've gone to the range and you're done. The next day you've got bruising and your shoulder's sore. Don't be a tough guy out there. Wear your ear protection, wear your eye protection. Get a pad, use a sandbag on your shoulder. The point is to have fun. It's not to get out and hurt yourself trying to act like a tough guy. So let's get set up here and see. Hopefully we're at least, decently on the paper. I've got a fresh target down there and we'll see how we can do. Okay, gonna go check the target and we'll see how we did. Everyone's talking about, oh, I want to shoot one MOA, one whatever. Well, I'm good with one MOA. I mean, that's wonderful if you're target shooting, or if you got a sniper rifle type thing. If I'm running I've got a 243 varmint rig on a bipod, and it's spectacular. I mean, you can hit a quarter twice at 100 yards. This is a hunting rifle, though. We're not shooting one MOA with this. We're shooting minute of pie plate at 100 yards. And I mean, my father used to always say, if you're hitting the end of a 5-gallon bucket at 100 yards, you get a dead animal. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for meat on the table with this. I'm not looking for, to get a marksmanship award. So let's see, look in here. Let's rotate this around. See if you can see the target yet. We're not doing too bad, actually. We'll see it on the other camera here, but we're shooting a little low, but we're getting some consistency. I mean, we're down. We'll bring them up 6 inches. We can work with that. Okay, so set up on this little ridge here. I'm gonna try a couple 100-yard shots and see where we're landing them. Oh, this feels much better. Alright, let's go have a look. Okay, so those actually now being on a lot more stable platform, those are shooting a little bit high. So I'm thinking I was wiggling over there. So I'm gonna have to wind her down a little bit and just slightly to the left, and I think we'll have it in there. Let's bring her down a couple clicks. Let's go to the left. Try a couple shots there. Okay, I think my camera downrange cut out on me there, and I apologize for all the sunniness, but hey, it's a gorgeous day, and we had snow 3 days ago, like 4 inches, and we're talking middle of May 2019. So I'm happy to have the hot day. I can deal with a bit of shade on my face for the video. All right, so just grab the target from downrange here, and basically what we're looking at, my last 2 shots, we're looking at one up here and one right down here. So again, I'm saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The last 6 shots were all on the paper. For a hunting rifle, especially a rifle that's 70 plus years old, using Russian ammunition that I bought for probably $8 Canadian a box for 20, that is very good. That's perfect for a hunting rifle. Again, this is not a long-range sniper type rifle. This is a hunting rifle, and that's all it needs to be. And I may come out another day when my arm's not quite as sore and fire a couple more rounds, but that'll get the job done. Most of my hunting is done within 100 yards, and that is more than good enough for that. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode on Blackfly Outdoors.